Hi there, and thanks for joining us here with this highlight series of the 2014 24-foot Coachmen. I'm going to go over a little bit of the control panel here. So we're going to walk in the front door and not quite get all the way in here, but as soon as you come in on the left side, you will see this control panel. Here are a number of switches. I'll go ahead and make myself comfortable, sit down here. So on here we have all these switches. The generator switch I'll go ahead and start with. There's a prime for the generator. Now on a really cold morning, you're going to want to hold that prime button down, and once that light comes on, it's usually good. But on a really cold morning, you'll want to hold that thing down a little while longer, and it actually provides a little bit of a carburetor heater. And then you can go ahead and push that start button and hold it down until the generator fires up. Once that generator's fired up, as you can hear it now, you can go ahead and hit the stop button simply by just pressing stop, just like that. So here down on the control panel, you'll have all of your, basically your monitor. You can monitor all of the levels of your liquid propane, your gas or your battery, your fresh water tank, your black water tank, which is your toilet water, and your gray tank. Now, these gauges don't always work appropriately, so these ones I wouldn't trust 100%. But right now it's showing that the fresh is empty, and that is true. The black is empty and the gray is empty. All that is true. So on this unit, it seems that these are working fairly appropriately. Now, whether or not they show full when they're full is kind of where the tricky part comes in. So basically what we recommend is just to, check down the toilet with a flashlight, open up that toilet and check down there with a flashlight to make sure that that toilet isn't getting too full. If it is, then go ahead and dump it. As well as the fresh water, or the gray water, excuse me. And the gray water is the best way to go ahead and check on that is to basically dump it when you dump the black. They basically won't outrun each other. If you do use more of the fresh water tank for dishes and showers than you do flushing the toilet, then it could start to come up in the shower, and as soon as you do see water having trouble draining in the shower or anything like that, that is the first indicator that the gray tank's full and would need to be drained. So you can check your battery level here, and you can check your LP gas level here, and these as well on your journey. So this slide room control here, I'll go over that real quick. This slide room is basically, as simple as it shows here. Since the slide room is out right now, I'm going to press in, and we'll demonstrate that slide room coming in. Now you're going to want to make sure that that driver's chair is out of the way and that ladder is secured appropriately, so that none of that stuff is in the way of that slide room as it comes in. So you'll want to move that thing all the way in until it gets snug, just like that. Now that's all the way in. Now out is just the reverse of that procedure. Make sure that ladder is not in the way and doesn't fall down in between the fascia and the slide unit so that it gets trapped in there. And we'll go ahead and move that slide unit out. And that's what it looks like when it's all the way out. Okay, so the other features here are the tank heaters, which you won't be using this tank heater switch. If you're renting this thing off season in winter months, then it will be winterized as it is now. There won't be any use for the tank heaters because it's a dry rental. There's no water available in the toilets or the shower sinks or anything like that. The gas water heater switch is the one you'll be using in order to operate your gas water heater in the summertime when there's water functions, and the water pump as well. See, those are unhooked right now because it is winter season, but in the summer this is where you would operate your water pump, and you'll hear that thing pressure up, and once it reaches system pressure it will shut down, and it will provide you with ample water pressure. Down here below we have the main battery switch shut off. So this turns the battery power off. I wouldn't operate this. This is basically for service techs. It is what we use to swap out batteries and do some diagnostics and stuff like that. Then you also have your switch here. This one is going to be your interior light switch, so you can see it operate your interior lights. This one here is going to be your exterior light switch, and that's going to operate this switch right above the door. Okay, and then you're going to have your awning switch in and out on your awning, so you can press out and hold that switch down until your awning comes all the way out, which right now we got a little bit of a camper in the way. So, but that'll extend all the way out with that switch, and then just make sure when you operate that thing that your door is not in the way. And we're gonna hold that thing out of the way while we press the awning switch in and snug that thing back up. And so that is all of your power main control panel functions here on the 2014 Coachmen. Thanks for checking it out.